Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. Today we're diving into the latest Big Ambition 0.5 update, and I'll be highlighting all the significant changes as we progress through this playthrough. For those new to the channel, these episodes are not typical Let's Play series, and instead they're focused on testing the new features implementing in the businesses, especially in the electronic stores. Interestingly, the developers have opted to roll out this new content on an experimental platform rather than directly updating the stable version of the game. And if you're keen to explore the 0.5 update yourself, you'll need to switch your game from 0.4 to experimental 0.5 via Steam betas. While I support this approach, it does introduce some challenges, particularly in terms of setting up a testing environment. In this experimental version, we cannot use previous saves, so to keep the testing as pure as possible, I've started fresh. I'm making an effort to speed through the less exciting parts and focusing on the new changes, and once we gain access to all the buildings on the map, I'll perform a detailed comparison of the profitability against version 0.4. But enough introduction, let's jump right in. And another thing I noticed is the ability to give your employees a raise. So in this screen here where you have all the employees, we have a few new filters which are not applicable for us yet. But as you can see, we have a bonus button. Currently, our employees are 100% satisfied. So I think this is the criteria that needs to be met. Yeah. There you go. Here's one that's only 80%. If you were to give him a bonus of 1.2k, I guess this would increase it to 100%. Let's see. Yeah, we'll instantly increase their satisfaction to 100. So they have a cooldown of 30 days. And this is the place where it comes in handy when the other rivals are trying to poach your own employees. So if you give them a bonus, you'll have better chances to keep them within your company. So at this moment I've tried to look for other opportunities for us to expand our businesses and get this whole comparison in check. But unfortunately we only have medium stores in Midtown and we don't yet have access to the large ones. So we need to let the game progress, and as time will pass we will eventually get access to those 1,000 square foot buildings. But right now what I'm trying to do is better optimize our inventory, because with the blueprints every store has been pre-assigned as per the game blueprint defaults, and I'm not necessarily agreeing with the entire items that we have access to for some of these shops. For example, the large store in Murray Hill has pretty much everything, but if we look at other stores like the small one in Garment District, they're selling smartwatches and phones. And as you can see, they're doing a relatively good job. This is thanks to the optimizations that the devs have provided us with update 0.5. But what I'm most worried about is that we don't have enough headphones and earbuds to be sold. But if you go to a store that is maybe in a medium size, let's say the one in Midtown, which we currently have, the blueprints, as you can see, do not allow us to get any of the headphones in. So I'm a bit worried that, the headphones are selling quite well, and if we keep it in the same fashion, I'm worried that we're not gonna get as much profit or the maximum profit that we can possibly get. Time will tell, but from experience, we've seen that the headphones are selling much better than the smartwatches or phones. This is another example. The medium size one in Lower Manhattan again has the same sort of item allocation, product allocation, with the sole exception of the earbuds. And as you can see, the difference is quite big. So the phones are only 154 sold, while the Noise Boss earbuds sold almost 700. And this is the difference where it kind of matters. And if I take out my calculator out, let's see, 693 times 200, and let's say 270. This is $187,000, right? So that's the number to keep in mind, 187. And then if we go to the fish phones and we do 154 times, let's say 1050, that's 161,000. So obviously the Noise Boss, even though they're at a lower price point, we sell a lot more of them, so we make more money. And this is the kind of decision that we need to take care of when we're doing these sort of comparisons. Like I said, we're not done yet. We still need to let the game progress, and unfortunately we had to start over because with this update that the devs have provided us with, the 0.5 of course, they stopped pushing this to the live platform. So we're kind of forced into starting a new game, going from scratch. In my previous saves that I had in 0.4, where I tested all these stores, I already had my game pretty much advanced, so I was no longer facing these sort of, I wouldn't call them issues, but like difficulties, where as you've seen in the Google Maps screen, we don't have enough stores to choose from, particularly in Midtown. There is no large one yet. We need to take into account all these little things because they will impact the overall numbers when we get to that point. Let's continue. Another thing to notice while I'm driving erratically here is that I'm experiencing a lot of frame drops, a lot more than previously. I don't know if they've done something with the test environment, but I keep on dropping from like 100 to 30, which is not ideal. But anyway, moving on. As you can see, I wanted to talk about this, but I kept forgetting. If you put your mouse over the building, previously you could change the sign appearance, but this screen has changed in the design of it, so contrast is a lot nicer, the buttons are clearer, and you have instructions on which button you need to press to do a different action. So if we want to change the sign appearance, we can do this, and then let me just zoom in a little bit. If you look here where it says MSLM, you get to choose from all these different designs. There's quite a few of them, 15 in total. This one has the lights on the outsides of the sign, and we can change the color. I'm not quite sure if it's doing anything because right now is daytime, so maybe at night these lights will change into a different color, or maybe it's okay, sorry, my bad. This is a sign light neon, right? So if we move back to this one and we do lamp color, I think this is yeah, this is the one that will do the changes. But like I said, it's still daytime. These are not on, so to speak, so we cannot see what we've done. So in the MSLM, we've already got the headphones, both of them actually, and also the pair of smartwatches with the smartphones. So we have a good stream of income. They sell quite well and everything is pretty much fine, but MSMT is the one that had the issue, and this is where we need to get to. As you can see, it's only phones and smartwatches. They haven't started to sell yet because we just started the store, but once they will do, I think it's gonna have a little bit of a gap if you compare it with MSLM, right, which is doing 65,000. So let's go over here and do the changes in inventory and reassign it so we have a better chance to make as much money as possible. And while we're out here, we might as well just check the parking garage. Okay, so as we go in, we have all these spaces here. Can we go higher? Oh, nearly crashed. Not ideal because you cannot change the camera angles, so you're stuck with this view. And I'm going the wrong way. But if we get into one of these parking spots, yeah, you can sleep and you can park the vehicle and get out. So I think it would be very nice if you have multiple cars to put them all on the same floor, or something like that. I keep crashing into the wall. And how do we get out of here? I think is this way. Looks like it. Oh no, this is how you get... No, it is. Sorry, for a second I thought we were on the second store. Yeah, nothing too crazy. So I think a good initial change would be to remove the fish phones and the actually the Xenamans, maybe, because they're more expensive, and replace these ones with the headphones. So let's do that. Okay, so one simple quick change. Now we have the rhythm by trays and the noise, but we still haven't gotten rid of the entire stock on Xenaman, so we have to keep on going and removing all of these, because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we are limiting ourselves with only 10 customers per hour, so we need to get rid of the rest of the Xenamans and replace them, and then we will have a look at this one. Okay, so after a few more changes, we are now at building capacity with 40, and we have enough to sell and make sure that we make money. There's a few other things that are missing, which are paper bags, and we need to also get rid of the unnecessary stock, which is the Xenaman phones, and here they are. Confirm. Let's see, can we pick this entire box and sell it? Yep. Have a few more boxes to sell. That shouldn't be too difficult. And then we also have one here. That's the fish phones. We kept those, so we're fine. And there's another one here. That's pretty much it. And if I'm not mistaken, perhaps we forgot to send some bags here. No, there is a schedule. We need to remove the Xanas and put these ones here. And if we do, what is the other medium-sized store getting? So these are getting about 100 each, but I think we can sell a lot more than that. Yeah, 200 is for this one. So let's do that instead. 200 here and 200 here. And another thing that's very useful are these blue bubbles, which I've talked about before. They just pinpoint the items that you're currently selling that are available on your product display table, so you don't unnecessarily send the wrong items. So if I had Xenaman phones, then I would have had one of these blue dots, bubbles, whatever you want to call it, next to the name. But I don't, because we just changed it. That's the way it goes. There is room for improvement, and if we have a look right here at our logistic managers again, we can see all of the places that are not selling headphones. So MSLM is perfect, that's what we want to see. SSGD also perfect, because we're selling the headphones and a little bit of phones and smartwatches. MSGD has room for improvement because we don't sell noise, but we do sell Xenaman phones and Artifish phones. So this one needs to definitely change. Apart from that, SSMH is fine. LSMH, well, this is a large store, so everything is to be sold there. And MSMT, we've just corrected. So let's move on to MSGD and do a little bit of cleanup there as well. And here we are at our beloved store, very nice, very chic. So what we need to do here is to change what? Basically the Xenaman phones into Noise Boss, because we're not selling any smartwatches for this one, and it's just a sensible decision. With one simple quick change, now we're up to 30, the same way as we were before, building limit, but instead of selling Xenaman phones, we're doing Noise Boss earbuds. And with the pricing is automatically set to the default, which is perfect for us. So now we can go and advance into the next day, and hopefully we will start selling. And that wraps up today's video. Thanks for joining me as we tested the latest enhancements to the game. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more insights like this. See you in the next one.